We may make a lot of jokes, and I give Blizzard a lot of shit, because I don't think Blizzard deserves me not being very hard on them. But I genuinely want this to be good. It's my profound hope that this is the best expansion Blizzard have ever announced. And the reason for it is... I see what you did there, Mike. And that is true. My most profound hope here is that Blizzard blows everyone away and gives us back the glory days of World of Warcraft. The days that all of us have been hoping would come back. The days where you can log into World of Warcraft and just waste your life for hours and hours and hours on end. Because I think ultimately that is good for the gaming industry as a whole. I would love to be able to switch from FF14 into World of Warcraft and have equal amounts of fun. And then as soon as I've done everything that I wanted to do in World of Warcraft, I can jump straight back in and play Final Fantasy XIV. It would be nice if I have that selection of games that I can play whenever I'm bored with one, I can just jump to the other. Right now, however, if I'm not necessarily in the mood for FF14, there is no other MMO. And I sometimes, I play a lot of single-player games, and I love my single-player games, but there are times where you just want to play an MMO, you know? Like, you don't want to play something else now, you want to play an MMO. So I'm really hoping that Blizzard gets this fucking right. We'll pause the music here, because we don't need music for this. We do need the browser nearly maxed. We'll do it at 80. Let's do it at 80 for now. Yeah, we'll go full screen as soon as we can. You can't go full screen until the video actually starts. So we're all basically just sitting here like knobbins waiting for this shit to start. Do you guys think it's going to start with the trailer? Or do you think it's going to start with, hello, everyone. My name is whatever the fuck, right? I'm Ian. I'm the lead director for World of Warcraft. And we've been slaving away making this game for you guys. It's going to start like that. My name is Slim Shady. My name is chicka Slim Shady. Probably intro. Give latecomers a second to hop in. I don't think Blizzard thinks of shit like that. Although I do think it's been longer than a minute and we're still sitting here like knobs waiting. Oh my fucking god. Come on, dude. Oh my god, dude. We've been waiting this whole fucking time. And then you bring another screen that just gives another countdown. Like, seriously, Blizzard? This is not how that works. The reason you have a premiere on YouTube, you fucking assholes, is so that everyone is already in by the time it starts. Like, you don't do a premiere saying that you're gonna start at 6 o'clock and then you don't start. Like, you have even more fucking waiting time. What is this? I was wondering why it's such a weird time. I mean, it is what it is, you know. I just wish they wouldn't do this specifically, but it is what it is. They start 10 minutes from the top of the hour. To be honest, though, I think if you're gonna do an intro screen to something like this, you start the stream an hour before and you just have an hour countdown time. That's fine. I wouldn't mind that, right? The thing is, it's sort of, you have it to 10 minutes before the stream starts, and then it starts, and then you have a 10-minute countdown. It's like, what the fuck? What? That's a weird way to do it. That's my issue. It's a weird way to do it. An hour before, that's fine. It's a countdown. There are actually streamers, believe it or not, that do hour-long fucking countdown timers. So that can happen. Pink Gandalf, true. Alright, guys, that's it. This expansion is fucked. I've seen all of these screenshots before. Nothing new. Fuck it. This game sucks. The music is familiar to me. Nothing new. Blizzard just copy-pasted a bunch of bullshit. I hate this expansion already. Start 6:15? No. It's starting in 10 minutes, which is 6 o'clock. Even the reveal is time-gated? Hey, Blizzard has to get that time gate in there somehow. Like, I mean, I don't know what I expected. Of course they would time-gate the release. Concept art is nice. I mean, this is not concept art. I don't think. I've seen this collection of pictures before on a Blizzard stream. Not in the exact order, but Blizzard does this with all of their streams. They have these... It's really cool. As far as starting screens go, this is a pretty cool starting screen. Surprised they don't have chat disabled on YouTube? They probably would, if people were saying bad things. I don't think people are saying bad things. Everyone's sort of hyped. Everyone is sort of hyped. So I don't think Blizzard would... It's very... I think it's very unpopular to disable live chat. YouTube chat is super toxic for everything. Would you say YouTube chat is more toxic than Twitch chat? I don't think so. I think YouTube chat would be much less toxic than Twitch chat. Just a countdown for the premiere and not the actual release. So you guys actually think YouTube is more toxic than Twitch? It's not the experience I have. Like, YouTube chat tends to not really partake that much. No, it's not at all. I'm about as hyped as I would be for a prostate exam. Not at all. Furian, that's not true. You must be a little hyped. More idiots use the tube? Truth. Not sure, but I know Reddit is worse than both. I like a bit of toxicity. I'm not gonna lie. I don't mind a little bit of toxicity every once in a while. It keeps everyone on their toes and it's a good laugh. Evans, I'm pretty sure there are people that would be very hyped for a prostate exam. Pretty sure there are people for whom that would be a kink. So, just gonna throw it out there. So for your streams, Accolonn, your chat is pretty tame, but for stuff like ESO, WoW, etc., it's toxic as hell compared to Twitch. I can probably see that. The problem with Twitch is it's only diehard sort of gamers use Twitch. Twitch is not necessarily a very, like, it is a niche market. Even though it's the largest streaming platform in the world, it's an incredibly niche market. So I can almost see how anyone that is watching this World of Warcraft announcement on Twitch would be a fan of World of Warcraft. Whereas you might have everyone watching on YouTube. So you could probably have a bunch of haters that's watching on YouTube as well, just trying to be very negative Nelly about the whole thing. So I can see that. But Facebook gaming, is it even worth talking about? Prostate exam? Don't they stick a tube up the dick hole for a prostate exam? Chris, I'm pretty sure you and I are talking about different holes. Your prostate is not up your pee-pee hole. Your prostate is in a much weirder spot. Yeah, wrong hole, fool. Like, a prostate exam goes up your, the other hole. It's up your ass. They're revealing the new one. So we got debated. Of course you do. But you can't find the clit either? Dude, no one can find that. Don't even fucking lie to me. No one can find that. It is a mystery wrapped in an enigma, is what it is. Maybe a Vol'jin return? I mean, Vol'jin is poised to make his return as a Loa, so that could absolutely happen. I would not, let me put it this way, Danish Gold, I would not be surprised for a Vol'jin return. I have a theory about Bane, which we'll have to wait and see. I'm busy writing the script for that. But I do have a pretty deep theory about Bane, End Time, and all the rest of it. So we'll see. We'll see how this announcement goes, and then we can talk about it. God is gay, and that's why they put out G-Spot up the ass. Lutron, I don't know if that's necessarily like how it works, but I can get behind that, I guess. I mean, why not? Is the prostate your G-spot, though? I wouldn't know, but I don't think that's its purpose. What is the purpose of a prostate? Does anyone fucking know? I know that as you grow older, the prostate can become a real problem. But what is its purpose? Like, what role does it fulfill within the human body? The prostate makes the semen, but the prostate is in the asshole. Interesting. I guess that makes sense. Officially on lunch now, so I can watch properly. Nico Spider, how you doing? Hormones, I think. The prostate is the muscle responsible for ejecting the sperm and seminal fluid. Thank you for that. I really appreciate that. I did not know that. It's not in the asshole. It's in the ass. We've discussed this as a stream. We have decided. I don't give a fuck about your biology. Fake news. No one in the stream would lie to me. Just me and stream decided it's in the asshole. It's where it is now. You can tell all your Facebook friends the prostate is in the asshole. Healthcare WoW streams, nice. If you're taking healthcare advice from me, you're a fucking moron. Just want to say that. You should not be listening to me when it comes to shit like that. 1 minute warning, 1 minute 30 seconds. Fake news. Nexty. Look what this content has done to us. Biological women do not have prostate. We will... Wait, we still talking about prostate? I don't know what chat is talking about. Half of chat is talking about the asshole not having a prostate. The other half of chat is discussing whether or not the prostate creates the semen. And someone in chat is saying 1 minute warning at 1 minute 35 seconds. So I think chat is drunk. You guys should go home. You're high as fuck right now. We're the most degenerate chat on Twitch. This is true. This is true. Most of you would not be allowed in church. You disgusting motherfuckers. I was like, bingo time? We have the bingo thing set up. I just don't... I don't know how the bingo is going to work. I'm going to keep the bingo card on the side here. And then I'll probably just work my way through it as we fucking go. I don't know how this is going to work, by the way. Do we, let's see. How are we going to do this? It should be fine. Fuck it. All right, here we go. Here we go. Am I being debated again? Fuck. More debating? Holy shit. Blizzard is the masters of time gating. This is like optimal time gates. First, the stream only starts at 6 p.m. Then it starts, but then it's still 10 minutes. And then it's this. Fucking hell. We've put chat in emote only mode, by the way, for those of you that want to show emote love and support and shit. Just because this is going to go out on YouTube, and you never know when you get someone that's going to write stupid shit in chat that you can't take back, and then suddenly the whole YouTube video is ruined. All right.
Hi, everyone. I'm John Haidt, General Manager for Warcraft, and with me, friends Ian Hazacostas, who is Game Director for World of Warcraft, and Holly Longdale, who leads up the production team for WoW Classic.
It is live.
I really appreciate you tuning in.
They're actually doing it live.
We're really excited to be able to give you updates on what's happening in World of Warcraft. But first, I want to thank our community for all the feedback you've given us this year, and especially our community council. You've helped shape and influence the updates that we've done recently,
Community council,
and what you're
illegal.
going to see in the upcoming year.
I mean, really, for Shadowlands in particular, the story of the last 9 months or so of this expansion is all about the community, and it's shaped by what we've been hearing from them and us realizing as a team that we just collectively needed to do a better job of making sure the community felt heard.
Fucking
and so that led
hell!
us to the changes we made in 9.1.5, but also
Wow.
really re-examining some of the assumptions and foundations of World of Warcraft about
They
things
actually
like
admit that they got
character
things
investment
wrong.
and mains versus alts, or how catch-up should work, or the appropriate role of friction in our systems.
Yeah.
And I think 9.1.5 represented a step in the direction of letting players have more freedom to play World of Warcraft the way they want to play it. And we really built our Eternity's End content update from the ground up around those principles.
It's not an
What are some
apology,
of the
but
things
it's
that the community
good as it
said
gets.
that influenced your decisions for Eternity's End?
Things like the method and pacing of acquisition of the Covenant Legendary item, tons of tuning, and I think every step of the way, we were listening to make sure that we were carrying forward those lessons learned in the course of
you have a lot of
9.1.5
work still, Ian.
into Eternity's End and beyond.
So WoW Classic came about because of the community.
Yeah, they continue to help guide and support us as Classic evolves.
World of Warcraft has always been about the world and the players that inhabit it. And we are, in a lot of ways, curators and caretakers of that journey and of that experience. And so once this Classic community formed and grew, we had to listen to them.
It's this tide of listening to the community and paying attention to what is a good experience for our players now. And where we really saw a sea change in this idea is with our Season of Mastery realm, which is a Season of Fresh Start Classic. And initially we were talking about it like it was going to be like a fresh start. Let's try this experiment in a season. It'll be about a year long. And then when the community found out about it, we started seeing this upswell.
Yeah, the team just took that idea and ran with it and turned, what had started out as a small community project into this Soul of Iron system that became a centerpiece of Season of Mastery and a whole new.
I mean, they're talking about
hardcore
WoW
mode
Classic.
that we've
It's
seen
dead.
communities built around.
Yeah.
Lots of, thrilling victory and painful
Who gives a
defeat.
fuck
5
about
hours.
WoW
I made
Classic?
it 5 hours.
Yeah, and it continues. Like Burning Crusade Classic, we wanted to balance the Paladin seals between Horde and Alliance, so we made an addition there. We wouldn't have gotten
Here
there
comes the
without
Wrath of the Lich King.
community's input.
So
Announcement.
influence the community. You've got another update and pretty significant controversial change for this.
Yeah, cross-faction play coming in 9.2.5, which is on a public test realm now.
Is it controversial?
a big
Players
deal.
have wanted this for so long.
You're breaking with a 17-year tradition.
Yeah, it's something. It was not an easily made decision by any means, and I think
You
this
guys
is another one of
fucked
those
the
areas where
factions
really
already. It doesn't matter.
We try to take to heart community feedback and requests, and ask ourselves as a team whether there's a way to accommodate such an earnestly held desire and still feel like we're being true to the roots of the game. I think players desire to play with their friends. who might
Favorite scene
prefer
in the
a
whole
different
game.
faction, or to play with the faction that they more closely identify with, even though their raid group is elsewhere.
It's really important for me. I play a lot of alts, and I love absorbing the story for each race, and having that ability to play with all of my friends across factions is fantastic.
At the end of the day, the battle cry is for the Horde. It's not against the Alliance. It's not death to the Alliance. It's about pride
It
in
used
one's
to be.
faction. And I think there's a way to preserve that and even strengthen that while giving players the ability to make the same choice we've seen the greatest
It used
heroes
to
make
be,
time
though.
and time again.
I can't wait to do this. I'm seeing
bit
a lot
sad.
of my friends that I never knew had a max level character in the other faction suddenly come out of the woodwork.
And then, with these cross-faction groups, many of them are going to be diving into something new that we're doing to kind of cap off Shadowlands, a Season 4. Kind of a remix, a bit of a greatest hits, revisiting all of our raid zones across the expansion.
Great change.
Bringing in some familiar older favorites into the Mythic Plus rotation. And we recognize this is kind of a closing chapter, a little bit of a send-off to Shadowlands. As everyone gets ready for what happens next, what will come next, want to give a fun new challenge for everyone to sink their teeth into.
Really cool stuff for modern WoW players. I'm super excited about the gear upgrades that you're going to give me and the chance to go back and play some of those awesome raids.
There's a lot to explore, very exciting.
For our next adventure in World of Warcraft, we're
Yeah.
going to go back to Azeroth. We're
Good.
going to a space with high fantasy. I mean, our fans of Azeroth for a long time.
Yep.
This has been kind of the foundation of much of the lore of WoW. So without further ado, let's watch the cinematic.
Oh, here we go. Here we go, people. 10,000 years ago. Oh, shit.
The world has been sundered. It cries out in pain. We must go to its aid. We entrust our ancestral home to you, the Watchers. Let the land slumber, hidden even from our own eyes.
It's the Dragonflights, dude.
You will feel our return in the waking of the land. Then, you must light the beacon of Tearhold, lest the path home be lost to us forever.
Okay, here we go. Old as fuck, boy. Oh shit. Half his face is gone. Dude, I love the premise so far. Everyone's still sleeping except for him. Are you guys ready for this? Shit. What the hell? It's broken. Oof. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Dude, I already care about this guy. Now they're killing him? Bit sad. Oh, never mind. Dragons, boy!
The world is healing, but her fate is yet uncertain.
But why now? Are we gonna find out why the Dragon Isles had to be opened right now?
Together,
It looks brilliant.
we shall be Azeroth's protectors once again. Here, the new age of dragons shall begin.
Oh shit, the Dragonflight's returning. All right.
Dragons!
Dragons.
This is
What do
so
you guys
cool.
think? Come on, you
one
can
saw
type
coming.
again.
No
I
one
know.
saw it coming. Carefully kept secret. But seriously, I mean, what did we just see there?
The awakening of the Dragon Isles, the return of dragons,
Yep.
the dawn of a new age.
Yep.
Right, we've seen Rathian searching for his father's legacy, searching for the Dragon Isles.
yeah.
There's a reason why he hasn't been able to find them until now.
The beacon going off, is that summoning the dragons?
It is removing the concealment that had hidden the Dragon Isles from the world, but also beckoning the dragons back urgently in a time of need.
I assume pretty good variety of locales within the Dragon Isles. It's
Yes, the Dragon Isles, as kind of standard for WoW expansion, consist of 5 zones, 4 standard leveling zones, and a new starter zone that we'll get to in a second.
Can you talk a little bit about
The
how
starter
the team
zone.
found ways to thread the dragon aspects throughout the environments?
The Dragon Isles are a place that is lush and primal, bursting with elemental energy. As
beautiful.
Azeroth herself reawakens, those primal forces are expressed throughout the environment, whether it's magma activity, volcanic activity, whether it's the icy wastes of the Azure Span, and each one of those has a connection to a Dragonflight that we've seen before. And it's going to be an amazing place for players to arrive at and explore.
But what is
right,
the
you know I'm gonna
starter
ask.
zone?
Yes, okay, so
Can I be a dragon?
let's start getting into some features here and what Dragonflight means for you as well as just a place. So first off, yes, we have an all-new playable race, the Drakthir race.
Oh shit!
This is a Draken, a draconic race, but dragons in Warcraft
Hey, that's kinda
have the
cool.
ability to take on a humanoid form.
What classes can they be?
They have unique abilities as literally a dragon. That doesn't quite fit any of our existing classes.
There's
And
a new
so
class?
What we're doing is this is not just a new race, but it's also a new class.
Oh,
adding a new race
shit.
to World of Warcraft, and not just an allied race, is something that we don't do lightly. But telling this expansion, this story, so focused around dragons, felt like the perfect time for it. So
Shit.
if you are a Drakthir, you will be the Evoker class. Drakthir can only be Evokers, Evokers can only be Drakthir. And the reason why
That is
only
new.
a Drakthir could be an Evoker is that an Evoker is really combining the ability to call upon the magic of the different aspects with the unique physical gifts that a Drakthir has. The ability to actually take flight and do an Onyxia-style strafing deep breath over the battlefield, land on the
dude.
other side, knock everyone back with a wing buffet, and then unleash your magical abilities.
Yes, please.
The Evoker has 2 specializations. They're a hybrid of either range DPS or healer. And they wear mail armor. We figured, with the new hero classes we've added over the years, we have enough melee, we don't need more of those. And also probably don't need any more leather
Male
wearers.
people getting some
raid
love.
leaders are going to love you for that.
Exactly. This is definitely a hero class. And so that means that, like the Death Knights before them or Demon Hunters, they will be starting level 58. And then they're going to have a new starter zone. So they're going to have a slightly different journey into the Dragon Isles as opposed to the rest of us that are sailing
I like
there
this.
from other parts of Azeroth.
Can you talk a little bit about the customizations? Like what is going to be able to identify my Drakthir character?
Basically anything and everything. Skin color, hair color, jewelry, tattoos, other adornments. You can make this character the expression of your
Fakara
identity
truth.
in Azeroth.
Dude,
New
that looks
zone,
awesome.
New class,
Yep.
new race. Well, tell us about some of the system updates or features.
Of course, the new expansion brings with it, new systems, new features. I think in recent expansions, one of the things we've tended to do is really have these deep features that were closely tied to a specific expansion that would then get left behind as we moved on. And we've heard loud and clear from players that, it's kind of a bummer to start off every new
Yep.
expansion by leaving a large part of your character behind, by leaving
Yep.
a large part of your progression behind. So this time around, what we're doing is really pouring all of our energy into permanent revamps, overhauls, and improvements to World of Warcraft's core systems. Things like our progression systems, in this case, our talent system is something that we want to completely revamp. We want to take a look at our UI.
Yes,
we want to take a look at professions.
So with the talent revamp and the
Dude.
arrival of Classic, did you learn anything about how our talents work?
I think seeing a new generation of players
Let's
play
go.
with those talents and work through those talent trees really underscored some of the things that, frankly, we lost when we shifted to the Mists of Pandaria style talents and beyond. A big piece of that was some of just the granularity, the feeling of getting a level
yes.
and spending a point to customize your character to make yourself a bit better in some specific way. but also, that sense of hybridity that you could have. That's something that we've largely lost.
I'm
and
so
the new
on
talent
board with
system
this.
avoids directly pitting player power throughput choices directly against those sort of utility hybrid choices, because we know that there's always a right outcome there. And we also understand that there's a lot of strength in the flexibility of the modern talent system to let players customize their talents for a particular encounter or for
I'm
dungeons
ready.
versus PvP, and we don't want to lose any of that.
So John, UI?
Oh my God.
I'm so ready.
I got
Look
this
at that
30-inch
tree. It's
monitor
beautiful.
Trying to keep track of
It's so beautiful.
where I am on the map. All my buffs.
I'm getting
and,
emotional
over here,
looking at
what's
it.
going on in chat. It has literally made my eyes go like this. So
Yep, you're not alone in that. We've made a lot of incremental changes and additions over the years, but really this is a revamp, this is an overhaul. And so we're excited to really modernize the look and feel while staying true to the origins of World of Warcraft. Now at the same time, we're not looking to take away the sort of power user customization there. Add-ons are still there if you want them, but we want a much better default out-of-the-box experience for all players, new
Show
and
us.
alike.
and can I reduce elements, remove elements? If I want to explore the world and see the beauty of Azeroth.
Oh
When
shit.
it comes to specific elements, as much as possible, we want to let players choose
Did you guys
what to
see
show,
that?
what to hide, so that they can control it themselves.
You mentioned professions. I have a critical question about this.
Go on.
Can I wear a chef's hat?
Yeah, I knew it.
Our
That's a
approach to
stupid
professions in
question.
Dragonflight is really all about delivering on fantasy and identity as a crafter. And so if you want to be a serious blacksmith, if you want to be a great leather worker, we want to deliver the ability
wow.
to invest time and energy into that, become a master crafter, be able to make items that are in demand, interact with the community. One of the big pieces that we want to do to support
Revamp!
that is a new work order system to have a bit more convenience than just spamming trade chat all day. But if you are someone, you're not yourself a blacksmith, but you have a bunch of mats and you want them forged into a great sword, you can put that work order up, list your mats, offer a commission, and a skilled blacksmith can come along and make you the weapon of your dreams.
Whoa.
I think we left out one thing though. You
Dude,
need a
that's
drag here.
huge.
Go to Dragon Isles. Can I have a dragon?
What's the fantasy of dragons if not soaring over the lands? And so we're really excited to introduce a feature that we're calling dragon riding. It's dynamic with everything from momentum to dive bombs, the ability to just sort of
What?
build that speed up and feel the world rushing past you in a way that should be much more exciting than traditional flight that we've made available in the
Dude,
past.
this is
But it's
awesome.
also available for players through a customizable dragon mount right from the start.
So this is a skill you learn over time, right, to become an awesome dragon rider?
Yes, you'll be able to sort of upgrade aspects of your flight, but you will have this new form of flight from the start. And the Dragon Companion that you have is, of course, very thoroughly customizable, which is a new thing for us for mounts. This is not just a generic dragon that everyone has.
This is what
but a
flying
drake
should
that
be.
is
You're right.
yours.
You're fucking right.
What do you want its scales to look like? Horns, the shape of its head, other attachments, armor pieces, and more. Take your pick.
This is so cool.
So the Dragonflight expansion is going to see players leveling to 70, going to the all-new continent of the Dragon Isles, which
New
consists
levels?
of 5 zones, 4 standard leveling zones, and a new starter zone for our Drakthir class, as well as a range of systems revamps, such as a new talent system, an overhaul and update to our UI, and an entirely fresh look at professions with more depth than ever before. Also getting around the Dragon Isles is going to come in the form of dragon riding, which lets you customize and upgrade your own mount so that you can
What
fly
else?
in a sense from the start. And of course, as with any new expansion, we have a new set of dungeons, a raid, and much more to come.
We also have an alpha that will be starting up in the future.
Check out our website for more information and keep an eye out for those opt-in signups.
Wait, no
if
housing?
you want to help us test out Dragonflight and give us even more feedback to make it better.
We do have a deep dive that follows this, so please.
Dude, the year
stay
is
around.
2025 and there's
Classic
still no
players,
player
we
housing
haven't
in World of
forgotten about
Warcraft.
You. You could probably guess where we're going to go next. One of the all-time favorite expansions for World of Warcraft. Let's watch the cinematic.
Did you think we had forgotten?
Wrath of the Lich King, classic. We knew this was coming. This should not be a surprise to anyone. I will most likely play this, because Wrath is actually one of my favorite expansions ever.
The day you were born, the very forests of Lordaeron whispered the name Arthas. When my days have come to an end, you shall be king.
Let's go. I will probably play this, because... Whoa. It's actually coming this year? Holy shit. 2022. It's actually coming
It's
this year.
incredible, isn't it? Every time I see the cinematic, I get chills. No pun intended, I get chills. As you saw, Wrath of the Lich King Classic is coming this year. It brings back so many memories. When you see that cinematic, what do you remember from Wrath of the Lich King?
Anytime you want to talk about undead frozen dragons, how can you not go back to Syndragosa as the source? That was the first expansion I played with my youngest son. So I can remember on that platform, black goo,
True,
and,
Grand Nagus.
chunks of ice falling off and having to repeat that battle with the Lich King. But when we finally downed him, it was such an incredible moment. He jumped up out of his room and I jumped up out of my office. We're like, yeah, did it. So it's a very lasting tale for me.
So as you know, with this expansion, you will, in pre-patch, be able to
It's
play
very
the Death
cringe,
Knight.
the
They will
discussion.
start at level 55. You don't have to have a high-level character to make a Death Knight, so everyone will be able to make one.
We're excited to give players some time before Wrath officially launches to get geared up and ready to jump into Northrend with everybody else.
And there are so many zones and areas to explore in Northrend, and I want us to talk about some of our favorites. So for me, Grizzly Hills has a very special place in my heart. The music was some of the best I've experienced
Grizzly Hills,
in
yeah.
World of Warcraft.
I still make my way all the way up to Storm Peaks to try and find the time-lost Protodrake and have yet to get it.
I've got to say Dragonflight.
Fuck that
The wide
Drake.
open nature of the zone, Wormrest Temple in the center of it. It's an unforgettable expansion as both a developer and a player, and kind of
Dude,
making
what
that
about Ice
transition
Crown?
from one
What are
to
you
the
guys
other.
saying?
Now let's
Ice
talk
Crown is
about
obviously the
some
base song.
changes. So one thing we looked at is Dungeon Finder, and it feels like how we envision Classic, Dungeon Finder is not a good fit for our community.
That was kind of the first step that may have eroded some of that social fabric. Now, as people have gone through the experience of going back to vanilla, rebuilding those groups, relying on each other.
Sorry, just quick pause. I'll start it right now. I just have to pause in this moment. First and foremost, we have a lot to talk about when it comes to the Dragonflight expansion, and we're gonna get to it as soon as this is done. But the fact that Blizzard is actually fucking acknowledging that Dungeon Finder was the first thing that destroyed the community feel in World of Warcraft is so huge, so big. Because we've been saying it for years and no one fucking wanted to admit it. No one wanted to say it. So it's so good that someone is finally admitting it.
Not wanting necessarily a random participant just to show up and then leave.
Yep.
Yeah, that makes total sense.
But today, you can do that in Shadowlands. You'll be able to do that in Dragonflight. It's a self-selected group of people who specifically want that different experience.
Yes.
Let's make sure that's what we continue to give them.
That leads right into arena teams in Burning Crusade Classic. So we listen to the community and we remove that because individual rating is preferable and a better experience for them than arena teams. Also, with Wrath of the Lich King, Barbershop, which allows you to customize your character. We're going to be adding a few more options that were not existing when Wrath launched. But also there's another side of this where we are not going to charge a real money fee. It was a paid character customization fee, right?
Yeah.
It seems the right thing to do that just be available in game for gold and we add more options to it, right?
The
It's
shop
sort of
should
like
be
spellbashing
destroyed.
in a sense. There's a lot of technical advancements, and it's not about the philosophy of what makes classic and what brings people together. It's just what's the better experience, and let's not artificially restrict something that we can provide a better version of just for the sake of nostalgia. And we're happy to say this is one of those cases.
So Wrath, the level cap's being increased to level 80, so we'll be introducing a level 70 boost so that players who want to get in with their friends or just explore Northrend right away will be able to do that. You can't apply it to a Death Knight, but you will be able to use it otherwise. And of course, we have Inscription, a whole new profession, so we're really excited about that. Yeah, and as we continue
Back when
this
professions
road to
actually
Wrath,
kinda
we're going to
mattered.
be looking to getting a lot more feedback on beta, and we'll make changes as we need to.
Such an exciting time to be playing World of Warcraft. We have the return of the Wrath of the Lich King for classic fans,
Yeah.
and taking us somewhere new with Dragonflight.
What else?
We're so excited to be able to bring these adventures to you. Don't forget, there's a deep dive on Dragonflight where you're going to get a lot more information. Thank you so much for spending this time with us.
When's the deep dive?
We'll see you in Azeroth.
And we'll see you in Northrend.
And in the Dragon Isles.
The Dragonflight deep dive starts now. Okay, good.